Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X, and we are just about to pick up an Albed Primer, which is number 19. The Albed Primers here, there are 3 of them in total in home, and they are 3 of the 4 missable. I'm actually going to go ahead and save because I've started a new recording session and I didn't save, so... how long am I going to need this Crusader's Lodge save file? Jeez. 22.5 hours. We're actually probably about halfway through the game, to be honest, just to get realistic here. But the 3 Albed Primers that you can find here are actually like are actually missable, like permanently missable. Like if you don't collect them now, you're not going to have another chance to get them. So that one that's just outside there, as well as the other 2 we're going to be getting here, like you can miss them and never get them again. So. And yeah, the enemies here can be actually pretty annoying, but... Oh, Preemptive Strike, that's really good. But you can actually make quite good use of Tidus's Sloga, because pretty much all of the enemies here are susceptible to it. So when you get to, like, these... When you, like, get up against, like, formations here, like this, you're pretty much going to be able to hit them all with Sloga. Take out this Guado here. Lord Seymour, leader of the Guado. These guys just can't help themselves. They just have to... Is Kamari getting like 2 turns in a row? What's up with that? Rikku. Might as well like steal from these guys, see what they have. Bomb Core. They can actually be quite useful. Weak against ice, so I might end up putting like Wakka's Ice Ball on, or what's that one that I have, the one, I think he has like a scout that has Libra, or whatever it's called in this game, Libra and Ice Strike and Sensor, that's a Sensor, like that's how you say it or something. Otherwise, we're going to be using Blizzara all the way to take these guys out. The bombs are least of your troubles. They're pretty easy to take out. I just want to see how much this is going to actually do now. 1,000, like that's actually really, really good. And with Sloga, they're probably not even hardly going to get a turn in, so... No big deal, really. Who hasn't got a turn yet? Or I think everyone has. Maybe Auron. No, Auron hit that Guado, so... Jeez, if he can overkill that guy, then he can take as many turns as he wants. Though this and 1 Blizzara from Lulu will probably be enough to take this thing out. Just you have to watch that stupid animation every time of them getting bigger. It's like, I know what's going to happen, game. This isn't the first time. I know I was talking, like, in the last video about, like, abilities that break the game wide open, and how like haste is pretty much that ability in this game. Got quite a lot of AP as well in this area.
What in heaven's name are those Guado thinking?
This is terrible.
Yeah, imagine poor Rikku. I mean, for like everyone else, this is just kind of like the Guado being up to no good again. But like for... What a weird, like, angle. But for Rikku, like, this is, like, her home. Like, this is, like, imagine coming home and coming home from a day at the office and finding your house up in flames. And all the people you know and all the people you hold dear. This bites. Is that what he said?
Oh no.
What'd he say?
I think he said, like, he's leveling home. I think that's what one of the words there was like, we're going leveling home and the fiends with it.
This way.
Like, could you imagine if that's what happened and everyone you cared about was in there? Oh, don't you be doing crap like that. Don't worry, I'll fix your wagon in just a second with a good Sloga. They're all susceptible to it, even those stupid guys. Don't you be trying to take out Lulu. I suppose I could be using a smoke bomb here as well. Just to try and like inflict something useful on these guys. That might be worthwhile actually trying. I'm gonna go ahead and try it actually. We'll try special here and use smoke. I mean, I have them. I picked up so many of them in the last area. Is this actually going to hit all of them? Oh my god, it totally is. That's so broken. It's ridiculous. Get Rikku in here. See what we can steal. That's a thing. Like that's another thing. Like Wakka's like Dark Buster and this Buster and that Buster. Oh, he already did something. Wakka did something as well, didn't he? I don't think Wakka did anything, actually. Like, Wakka's, like, main deal is actually inflicting status ailments, and then, like, all of a sudden... It's like, once you figure out that actually, like, Rikku is far more useful, and that's the thing. Like, Rikku, you could, like, argue... She's not very useful when it comes to dealing damage, but as a support character, she's like one of the coolest support characters in any Final Fantasy game. Like, she can pretty much do anything. Maybe not like anything, but she's like she's a real big deal. No, I don't need to use I don't need to use. Though I suppose that's always been the case in all Final Fantasy games. Here's Auron again doing like these big hits just to like take out some wimpy little damage on these enemies. But that's pretty much like always been the case in Final Fantasy games that that's pretty much always been the case in Final Fantasy games that you've been that job classes like chemists and things like that, like on the surface when you have no knowledge they're not extremely useful, but then as soon as I'm actually going to go down here first because this is the weird thing. You have to go down here and then you have to go back up here. It's like so strange that they make you do this. But we want to go in here, even though it's not technically the way to progress.
No, not
But
that
yeah, like
way.
chemists and things like that, anyone with like the mix or usability, like when you have no knowledge if you just take it at surface value, then they're not extremely useful. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing I did the last time. If you just take them at surface value, then they're not extremely useful. But then go ahead and actually like put the effort into like figuring out, like invest the time into figuring out what can you actually do with them, and they become a force to be reckoned with, you know? It's like with Wakka, if you really wanted to inflict status ailments, you're there like you'd have to like use Dark Attack like 3 times in those things, using all the MP as well that entails. And then it's not even like guaranteed that it's going to hit. And then it like wears off after like 1 or 2 turns. And it's like with like the use command with Rikku or Kamari in my case as well. It's like use 1 smoke bomb that you stole. You didn't even have to buy it. You just stole it from some enemy that we saw a million times. And I could have stolen a whole lot more of them actually. I could have stolen like a way more of them. Did I even use Sloga on these guys? It's like I think I'm after dispensing with that strategy. Oh well, apparently not. It's like who needs Sloga when you can just like make it so that they can't even hit you. I actually want to attack them. Jesus, Titus, you're really like pulling out the big guns for Obama here. But yeah, it's just like it's a no-brainer, you know, it's crazy. We've got like a couple of interesting things here. First of all, we've got like the second of the 3 missable Albed primers here. We've also got like weird chests where if you haven't picked up like the Albed primers, then you're not going to know how to solve these. So I think it's this one. And then Pardon is obviously the one in the middle, because otherwise it's just going to all look like gobbledygook. You get a friend sphere. And then this one, the treasure chest of dreams, asks what do I contain, so we can either get a bomb, a mega potion, an elixir. a softer remedy, a high potion, a chimera. Who wouldn't want one of those? And that's, does that say evil eye at the bottom? I'm going to go for the elixir. So yeah, that's like the advantage then of having like picked up those like Albed primers, that you can actually understand what they're saying. As well as for like that side quest, like the side quest that you can do in the desert. The one with the cactuars, you pretty much need the Albed primers to be able to do that as well. Get me to that save point, jeez. Oh jeez.
Why did you do this?
Now these guys are actually quite scary. I'm pretty sure they're susceptible to slow as well, which is going to nullify that just a little bit. What I might do is I might just do a Ronso Rage and do Aqua Breath on them. Try this, try Taste of Your Own Medicine. Why don't you? Even though it didn't really do all that much. Kind of did the most of that Guado. There we go. Take this guy out. Almost. Wonder what I could actually steal from these guys. In case they have something useful. Steal. Probably just high potion. Oh, Arctic Winds. That's actually really good. Also, now you're going to use Aqua Breath. You're going to be like, you call that an Octo Breath. That's the, this is the Aqua expansion. He's like, you call that an Aqua Breath, this is an Aqua Breath. Can't even remember what they're susceptible to. Oh, you just don't want to use fire or water on them, so you could just use Blizzara. Or Treton, apparently you can use Treton on them. It says up above there, darkness is good against them as well, and I didn't even know that. At this stage, I think I'm just going to take them out manually. I suppose if they're weak against darkness, I might as well go ahead and use Dark Attack on that other one. Get him softened up. Even though, to be honest, I don't think that's really that useful. Just because they don't really do physical attacks that much. All they do is magic attacks, so... Sloga is pretty much the way to go with these guys. Megiddo Flame. How dare you? This is like an intimidating looking attack as well. And with just cause. Well, there's an attack for you. What am I gonna do? Tidus I don't want to use because he'll just be doing water type damage. These guys are really like breaking my balls here. I've nearly got a Kamari's overdrive up and running again. If you didn't have like Sloga on these guys, like you really, like these battles would be going to hell in a handbasket pretty quick, do you know? Because if you've seen like how much damage they do. If they're doing that much damage twice as many times, especially when they use that Megiddo Flame. So it really is worthwhile investing in using Sloga on them. Come on, Warren, we've nearly got them here. And then I can taste that sweet, sweet save point. As well as like that last thing. What was I gonna say? Do I want to save? No, I don't really. No. Yes, continue. Why did I go in here? No, 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 no. Oh, did I screw it up? Fuck. So yeah, I officially just like missed an Albed primer. Hang on a sec, guys. Am I really gonna have to restart the machine here? Okay, I'm back here and I'm actually going to save this time. That's like the most infuriating thing about it, is that I could have gone ahead and like... and I was stuck, I was in the save menu going back and forth over and over and over again. I could have just gone ahead and saved. I think there's just a treasure chest up here. It's the other way that we want to go to get the Albed primer. And there I am making a big deal out of it as well. Joe, I really don't care about this battle. Or do I? Maybe I do. That Hastiga is going to be mine in no time at this rate. Albed potions times 6. I don't think I think I'm probably like maxed out on them at this stage. It's crazy. I don't know where Tidus is doing all this damage from all of a sudden. All of a sudden he's doing like 1500 damage with every hit. It's crazy. Anyway, here's the Albed Primer I wanted. Jeez. I'm pretty sure there's treasure in here as well. So I am going to go in here even though I'm going to get attacked by something.
No, not that way.
And it's going to take time. And one of these doofuses into the bargain. Okay, so what do we actually get for this? First digit is 4 minus 1, which is 3. Then 7 minus 1 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. And then 2 plus 1 is 3, so 3, 6, 3, 3. Well, did it work? 4 plus 1 is 5. Am I doing it like the wrong way around? 7 minus 1 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. And 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm pretty sure I got it right the first time. Unless I did something really dumb. No, I don't need to do the Albed compilation sphere. I think what you can do with that is, are you an Albed? I guess so, yeah. Name the son of the Albed leader. Well, that's brother. And on what island do the Albed live? On Bicanel Island. What is it? Albed and Albed? Abled. Aldeb. Elbad. It's Waka thinks that they're Elbad. We get a skill sphere. Which can actually be useful, because, I mean, if you think of, like, interesting skills like Delay Attack or Delay Buster, you could just, like, well, I'm pretty sure they're counted as skills, aren't they? I get, like, confused between what's a special and what's a skill. Anyway, probably just gonna get to this save point and finish off the video, to be honest, because these battles take so long, oh my god. Oh, so I think I'm gonna call it a day for that video. I'm gonna save here. I would have liked to continue on further, but I'm kind of getting a little bit tired after doing all the desert and everything, so continue. So I'm going to say thanks a million for watching this part of Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the next part, we'll continue through home and see if we can save Yuna. Bye now.